Hello, and welcome to my channel, Redeeming Thunder. My name is Erica, and I'm here to give you a wonderful prophetic word, an encouragement, and also an assignment. Okay? I hear Yahuah stating he is doing supernatural healing in this hour. He is the physician, the healer. Okay? And this is not only physical healing, but it's also like physical body. It's also spiritual, emotional, okay, mental health, because where you're going in the future, you're going to be having a brand new beginning. And so obviously you want to, dive into that life, not aching, right? Not in pain, not in a lot of misalignments, because your body is connected to your destiny in the sense that it has to be in alignment. Okay, everything spiritually, even with these prophetic dreams regarding your future, spiritually it's like a spiritual alignment. And then sometimes for some people, talking about moving to a different home, okay, you need to be in a location alignment. And there's some people that also, another series that it was downloading to me to provide for you all is in relation to who your surroundings are. So you have to be in alignment in the sense of who you are, who you hang out with, okay? And if you hang out with a lot of Debbie Downers, like a lot of toxic people, then they're not going to help you ascend. They're actually going to assist with bringing you down, okay? And delaying a lot, okay? And then not only that, but then there's also like a relationship, a romantic relationship that has to be in alignment. And besides that, physical body needs to be healed, okay? And so Yahuah does do supernatural healing. But in fact, you also partake in the therapy, okay? You go to get a massage, you go to the chiropractor, you go to the acupuncturist, something like that. You take your supplement, your vitamins, you take your herbs that help. I take some natural herbs that really help remove some inflammation out of my body. It's oregano, turmeric, ginger, curcumin. I'm going to start taking that one. It helps with inflammation. Okay. And then there's other herbs. There is one herb that helps with people that have anxiety. So that one's called ashwagandha. Of course, contact your physician first before you start taking these, because some of these you can't take while you're pregnant. Some of these you can't take if you have another health condition, or if you can't take if you can't mix them. So sometimes these herbs actually have vitamins, and so it replenishes the vitamins in your body. Obviously take vitamins. And then drink water, okay? After massage especially, drink some water. After much exercise, try to eat healthy, and your body will start craving what it needs. And now, jumping into this prophetic vision, I saw a door, okay, while I was in prostration. So I kept hearing it a vast amount of times, 45. I just threw out a number because it was just on and on. Ayin Soma, okay? Ayin means to look towards your future. Your future. The future. The ayin is actually, you would say ayin, in the proper way to say the Hebrew word, is the eye of Yahuah. Okay, so his eye is like watching your every move, and he needs you in the right alignment for your destiny. And then soma means breath of life. So these words are downloaded to me while praying and in the Spirit, okay? Baptized in the Holy Spirit. Ruach HaKodesh is how you say it in Hebrew. And then this is what he's saying in this hour. And he's putting an emphasis that he's breathing breath of life into your future as well. Okay. And then I'm asking, what does this mean? And so he says that phrase in many different words. This is the prophetic word for 2025. So he's going to constantly say it, okay? So it's going to mean different topics. So he's touching base on several topics here, not just for those that need to do some be proactive in your healing. So if you know that sugary foods are causing a lot of pain, try not to eat that much sugary foods, right? And I would say organic sugar has made a difference. And that's just an example. So back into the vision. I know I take little tangents, but I feel like it pertains to, so I'm just gonna give you those little tips when they come. I asked, what does this mean? I see a door. Similar scene to the dream where I'm in physical therapy appointment, and there is a wide open door. Through that door, I see gym equipment. And I heard Yauah say, now he's delivering a message for a particular series, okay? Almā Sona, which means of meritable age. So this word given in Hebrew means he's giving prophetic word to the women that are soon to be married. Okay? That he is breathing life into your future, but he also is saying take care of your health and take care of your mental health and be proactive with your physical health as well. Okay, then he says, I need you to walk through each open door. And he said it twice. I need you to walk through each open door. So that's the prophetic word. See yourself walk through the door for now on going forward. So whenever you receive a vision or a dream and or an open door is opening for you on earth, he needs you to go through it. Because he's providing that in this hour. And he needs you to imagine it. Isn't that interesting that he wants to place it in your mind first? Because if you can envision yourself buying that house, if you can envision yourself getting that new job, then you can obtain it, etc. The almā is virgin or not virgin. It also means, so it's of marriageable age. So widowed or not, with children or not. It doesn't mean you have to be, only a virgin. It means Yahuah has been preparing you for this time frame. And you are mature, even though you don't feel that you're ready. You have matured in the spirit, okay? Maybe and also on earth. You're the way your personality, okay? You have developed some new skills. You have been working on yourself. And maybe he's been preparing you for not just in these last 9 months, like how Yahuah explains Esther was preparing for 9 months before she went and saw the king. Okay, this is like a lifetime that he'd been preparing you. And I really feel strongly that he's talking about it's on earth as it is in heaven. So like if he prepared you to be a marriageable age, to marry him. Obviously spiritual wedding. Spiritual, okay? But now you're ready to be married, to be introduced to your future ordained spouse and be married to that individual. So that's great news for you if you've been waiting for Mr. Right, soulmate. Okay, and this is ordained by Yahuah. So he's breathing life into it. Now the other word was sona, which means beloved one. It also means someone very close to heart. It also means gold. So it's wisdom given in this hour. So continue it on with the vision. I close my eyes and I can see walking through the door, and it's like a bright light turned on, and it illuminated the room, but more so to the right by the door, the door frame. As I crossed through the door, that's when the light bursted on. It was glowing. Okay? And obviously towards the front I saw the gym equipment, and then that vision ended. So there's something going on that you are so close. Okay, so when you're so close, you're at the doorway. You're at the door, like the door was already open. And then, proactive. You got to be proactive in this hour. And you actually have to go through that open door that he's providing for you. And as soon as that was done, that the light turned on. So there's some more enlightenment occurring right as you go through the that's the threshold for portals anyway. It was like a portal, I guess. Okay? And when you're walking through being proactive with your healing, something else is going to be occurring that puts everything in alignment. And it evolves furthermore into your destiny, into the divine alignment, the plans of Yahuah. That means you were obedient in the plans. Okay? But I found that kind of ironic because I had this vision on the 12th, and I started physical therapy, a new type of physical alignment training now, like working on strengthening, core strengthening, etc. I started seeing a new chiropractor. Okay, so I am taking initiative and being proactive with my healing. Okay, and it seemed interesting that it sort of matched. I just thought, but besides that, this new chiropractor that I'm going to, they have these new methods of healing that I've not experienced before. I mean, well, maybe I have with the electrotherapy, where they put the probes and they put the patches, and that seems to stimulate, help with muscle spasm, etc., right? To loosen the muscles. Some of this pain that many of you have been experiencing has a lot to do with emotional pain. lot to do with holding it in and stuffing it. Okay? And I get it. Many people have. This is part of the healing and part of the alignment, is that you stop with the idea that you need, you're worried and or you care too much about all of the stories that other people told about you. And now this is what's happening. You need to tell your story. It is time. It is time to share your story. Everybody has already said what they think happened, what they assumed. Like, you actually have to, I mean, if you want to get a therapist, you know, but just be honest. You know, I feel like part of the issue had been saving face for many individuals that you cared for, and you didn't want to put them in bad light. And it's not about putting them in bad light, you know. And but it's time now. Okay, you've been waiting decades. You've been stuffing it for decades, and it's reflecting on your body. It's reflecting on all the aches and pains that you could be feeling. So, you know, on the supernatural journey, and on a journey to becoming a scholar, and on this journey of healing, I'm trying to heal fibromyalgia. Okay, that's a real illness, and it had a lot to do with childhood trauma. So there's like complex PTSD, which I didn't know what that meant, but somebody finally revealed it to me while I was visiting my baby at the NICU. There was this really kind nurse who explained that she had gone through that, and she was trying these therapies, although she did request to try hypnosis, which she didn't call it hypnosis, it was called something else. And then I researched, I was like, oh, I'm not doing that. Okay, so if Yahuah is saying that he's going to heal you, you don't need to get hypnotized to numb the pain and forget it. He's going to be able to he's going to be able to heal you, but you're going to be proactive in it. And part of it has a lot to do with no longer staying silent. Okay, I feel like this reflects also on a side note with the Esters in this hour, because she needed rescue too. She was there to rescue the Israelites. All the more, she's an Israelite. She was a Jewish individual, and she didn't want to be eradicated as well by Haman. Okay, so she also needed to speak up, but she was speaking up. If you read the scriptures, the way she worded it, and she's like, if it pleases the king, okay, and if to save her life, it was very risky to go to speak to the king without being invited, and she just walked in, okay, to the chambers. So, but guess what he said? He said, I will give you anything you want and half of this kingdom for you, Esther. Okay, so the Esters are at the stage right now where they are receiving like divine favor. This is the time to ask Yahuah to heal you supernaturally, and this is the time to believe it, that it actually can happen. So anyway, I wanted to say that this place is unique because they have these creams that actually help with the massage to heal. And the chiropractor did say something along the lines that he's like, we're not like psychologists, right? But when you get a massage, it is therapy. It is like therapy, because now your body is responding to the manipulation of the massage, and it's kind of almost and forcing it to let go. But when you let go, of what's burdening you, what's giving you heartache, you may cry in the session. Okay? I think I even cried getting my nails done. A little bit of tears, thinking about doing some self-care. There was a song on and I was just like trying not to cry, but part of the new wardrobe has a lot to do with the new mindset. And when, you know, your character got run through the muck and you're trying to live your life in the city that everybody once knew you, and they kind of could think something off because of the others that were sharing bad news about you and twisting the story, and it just feels like you don't belong anywhere. So then you naturally want to hide away, and who made you feel what you were felt invisible, you were forced to be invisible, then you almost then crave it. You'd rather do that, be invisible, not run into people. You know that one song, I want to go where everybody knows my name. I forgot how it goes, something like that. Well, I wanted to go where nobody knows my name. Okay, so it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. But I think a lot of introverts could have some trauma, childhood trauma, you know, some bashing of the character. I'm not the only one. My husband had gone through his character through the muck as well. It just made people feel comfortable to do that, which was scary. Anyway, so what I was saying regarding emotional healing, right? And it's not saying that, you know, you're weak, because I think part of it is that many people did not cry. They stuffed it, and they pretended that it was fine for a very long time. So I think it's brave to experience that emotion in that moment. It's healthy. And you're supposed to be entering a safe place now to be able to do it. Okay? And if you don't have a safe place to do so, you need to, you know, the doors are going to be starting to open for you, and you're going to have to walk through it. And the gym equipment interpretation of that has to do with you're actively working on your healing in all forms. Okay? And a part of the healing process is going to be telling your story that I tremendously did not want to do. Like, seriously. And I guess I'm forced to, for the sake of being in the correct alignment and for the sake of helping you heal. Sometimes it helps to hear someone's horrifying story to be like, I'm not the only one. Sadly, more people experience that extreme level, and we're gonna reach a point where we're not gonna need to say it. You know, it took me many years to be able to speak and not cry when I had to share it. It took like decades. Okay, decades to get to this level. It's not just childhood. There was a lot of trauma. Okay, and your body holds on to it. And that's what's causing the pain. And when it goes through it so tremendously, it can cause that fibromyalgia condition. It can. There's members of my family that have that, but I'm the only one that had to get diagnosed with it officially, because it was onset after a car accident. And I went to chiropractor for a whole year, and massage and acupuncture, and I was doing stretches, I was doing physical therapy, like nonstop, like probably like 4 times a week for like 2 years, and my body still ached, and they couldn't figure out why, until finally I had to see other specialists, and that's how I got diagnosed. But then they were saying it was not that the car accident was it was not that caused it, but it can trigger it on. I'm having a baby, going through a divorce. What else could trigger it on? A traumatic event, intense surgery. That's what happened to me. I had sort of been maintaining it, and then what happened was I had that invasive surgery, emergency delivery 3 months early, and that caused my body to go into overdrive. It triggered it on to a vast, extreme level. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I need help. And so it was a journey to try to find even doctors that could help me. I know this is a lot of information. Hope it helps. But ignoring the pain and just pushing through is not going to do it anymore. It's not. And just taking Tylenol, actually it just damages the stomach and actually hurts even worse. All over again. The stomach lining. Okay, so I don't recommend taking a lot of painkillers, even narcotics, for a long time. I say yes if you need it, your doctor says. But it's better to get the therapies, take it into action, and get better. And that's what stage we are on. So, one more tip here. This verse here that I wanted it. The Bible encourages caring for one's physical body as a way of honoring Yahuah, because you are the temple. Okay, so Timothy 4:8 stating that physical training is good. Now, the healing power of Yahuah heals both spiritually and physically, and miraculous healings by Yahusha, our Savior. And Hebrews 12:11 talks about discipline as means of train and strengthen one's character, which can be seen as similar to process of physical therapy, where exercises are used to strengthen a weakened muscle. Okay, so there was another verse in here that was phenomenal. Hold on. Let me find it. The story of Paul, the Apostle Paul, he ministered to athletes in the Greek athletic games in Greece. And he says, everyone who competes in the games goes into strict training. Therefore, I do not run like a man running aimlessly. 1 Corinthians 9:25. Forgetting what is behind and straining towards what is ahead, I pressed on towards the goal to win the prize for which Yahuah has called me heavenward in Yahusha. Philippians 3:13. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Now there is in store for me the crown, the wreath of righteousness. 2 Timothy 4:7 and 8. And there was one more. Hebrews 12:13. And make straight paths for your feet, so that what is lame may not be put out of joint, but rather be healed. There's another version. Make level paths for your feet, so that the lame may not be disabled, but rather healed. In other words, even to the people that are having a disability, physical disability, he is all in to heal your body. Okay? There's another a man that gives prophetic word, Alwyn. He is actually paralyzed, and he's actually been feeling a little bit of movement in his, he gives prophetic word, right, in his wheelchair or in his van, and he's been feeling his toes a bit. So this is really happening. There's been another woman, Jennifer Weaver, worships. She has the condition, I forgot what it is called, but it's the skin condition where it's two-toned, and it's been coming in, so it's all over, right? But she's been snapping pictures and sharing that it's visible now in many areas. It's been giving her natural skin color, like where it was, that condition it's less now. So divine healing. Okay, hallelujah. Ayin Soma.